Why does no one talk about this? Imagine being caught in a web of deceit, so intricate that every institution you turn to has already been compromised, working not for justice but for destruction. Welcome back to Corruption Unveiled, where we explore judicial misconduct and the insidious alliances formed to target victims. Today we unravel one of the darkest threads in the fabric of systemic corruption, the collusion of power players to suppress human rights victims. Picture this. A victim steps forward, seeking justice. Maybe they've been mistreated, defrauded, or unfairly accused. They turn to lawyers, hoping for guidance. But what happens when the lawyers, instead of being advocates, become collaborators in corruption? These legal professionals team up with law enforcement, magistrates, and even mental health experts, not to support justice, but to amplify harm. It sounds like a conspiracy theory, doesn't it? But for victims, this nightmare is all too real. Judicial misconduct isn't just about one bad actor. It's a network. Imagine the courtrooms where magistrates who swore to uphold the law act less like impartial judges and more like pawns, delivering rulings designed to crush the targeted individual. Behind closed doors, they pass notes with influential lawyers and law enforcement officials, plotting outcomes that ensure someone's downfall. The result: loss, devastation, and often irreparable damage to someone's life. Now, add mental health professionals to this toxic stew. Psychiatrists and therapists engage to fabricate evaluations that discredit or intimidate the victim. Their official-looking reports sway the court, but at what cost? These fabricated claims often leave victims voiceless, doubted, and alone. And the media, they're not bystanders either. Narratives subtly shift. Headlines emerge, painting victims as perpetrators. The public consumes these media distortions, unaware that behind the scenes, competing interests are pulling the strings. These narratives reinforce biases, ensuring the victim's cries for justice are drowned out by whispered allegations and public shaming. This isn't just a story. It's a lived reality for many who dare to challenge the system. Their suffering isn't collateral damage. It's the intended result of meticulous and malicious coordination. The question remains: how do we dismantle this network of collusion? How do we defend those who are targeted, silenced, and broken by the weight of systemic abuses? That's what we aim to uncover. In the fight for human rights and truth, every voice counts. Your awareness is the first step. Follow for more episodes. Together, let's expose the shadows and fight for justice. Don't let this story be another silenced voice in the wind. You need to know this truth, because it could be closer to home than you think.